Human impulse is to make art that imitates people. However, what is created when life imitates art? In 2015, a fictional hacker-themed TV series, Mr. Robot, became the ingenious inception of a high-profile cybercrime syndicate, Evil Corp. If Evil Corp has intrigued you, the man behind the syndicate is even more riveting. Maxim Viktorovich Yakubets, going by the moniker Aqua, has drawn much of attention from the British National Crime Agency, the United States FBI, and has been described as the El Chapo of the cybercrime world. This is due to the uncanny bounty of the $5 million reward for information leading to his arrest. This is the largest reward ever offered for a cybercriminal. Maxim Yakubets was born on May 20, 1987 in Ukraine but currently holds a Russian citizenship. He owns a fleet of cars, including a customized Lamborghini sports car with a personalized Russian license plate that translates to thief. Despite the $5 million bounty for his whereabouts, Yakubets lives a brazen lifestyle in Russia, and this is due to the shield of protection he has from the Kremlin. Maxim is affiliated with Russia's main intelligence security agency, the Federal Security Bureau. He has been co-opted into committing cybercrimes at the behest of the Russian government. Maxim further bolstered his relationship with the Russian government by marrying Alyona Benderskaya, the daughter of a former officer of an elite special forces unit within the FSB. Edward Benderskaya is known to be a close ally of Russian President Putin. It's not contested that Evil Corp makes more than $100 million in a year. It has a well-structured business model that includes developing, maintaining, distributing malware software. But who exactly are the men behind Evil Corp? Arguably, Evil Corp is run extensively by its CEO, Maxim Yakubets. However, he has found favor amongst many men who are now his allies. The list is extensive, however, it includes Igor Torashev, going by the moniker Enki, Andrei Ginkov, going by the moniker Smilex, Eugenie Bokashev, going by the moniker Lucky12345, and Vyacheslav Benkochov, going by the moniker Tank. It's believed that this man had some involvement with the malicious software Zeus, which was a banking Trojan that was distributed through phishing and spam campaigns that would be used to steal banking or financial information via command and control server. However, Zeus' downfall came in 2011 when the source code was leaked. Evil Corp, as any other business, improvised from the use of Zeus and channeled its efforts towards botnets and an advanced version of Zeus, Bugat. Bugat is a multifunctional malware package designed to automate the theft of confidential, personal, and financial information through the use of keystroke loggings and web injects that are used to make unauthorized wire transfers, automated clearinghousing payments, or electronic funds transfers from the victim's bank's account. The Bugat malware has since improved and has changed versions, being called Dridex and now Dridex. Both Dridex and Dridex have the same original code. The corporation also ekes out a living from the use of a third-party ransomware as a service software. This is a business model between the ransomware operator and affiliates, in which the ransomware is distributed to the affiliates so that they can launch cyber attacks at the behest of the operator. Evil Corp gained notoriety with the distribution of the ransomware BitPaymer, which later evolved to the ransom variant Wasted Locker. The malware attaches a file extension made from the victim's name and adds the word wasted to every encrypted file. This is aptly how Evil Corp attacked Garmin. They also generate a text file with a ransom note for every file. Garmin, the GPS technology firm, is just one of the prominent victims of the Wasted Locker ransomware by Evil Corp. Evil Corp is famous for launching cyber attacks on the St. Franciscan Sisters of Chicago, in which the sisters received a phishing email that led to an unauthorized ACH transfer and a loss of $24,141. A further victim of Evil Corp is the Sharon City School District, where Evil Corp caused the fraudulent electronic transfer of $999,000 from the school's account at First National Bank to an account in Kyiv, Ukraine. Evil Corp also launched a cyber attack on Travelex in which they demanded a ransom of $6 million. But the most intriguing cyber attack was on an American oil company that lost $3.5 million in a weekend. The Pinnacle Oil Company heist. On 31st August 2012, the executive team of the Pinnacle Oil Company received incessant phone calls which, upon being answered, they could only hear robotic hums. Meanwhile, their computers were flooded with 70,000 spam emails. The company's IT team resorted to shutting down the whole email system. Unbeknownst to the oil company, Evil Corp had caused the Bugat malware to be installed on the company's internet-connected computers. Upon the installation of the Bugat malware, it was used to fraudulently obtain the online banking credentials of Pinnacle Oil Company to falsely represent the First Commonwealth Bank that the Evil Corp were the persons authorized to access the online bank accounts of the company. As part of Evil Corp's subterfuge, they also represented that they had authorization to cause the transfer of funds out of Pinnacle's oil company bank account maintained at the First Commonwealth Bank. Following this, the hackers wasted no time. Both Maxim Yakubets and Igor Turashev fraudulently caused the international electronic transfer of $2,158,600 from the Pinnacle's oil bank account at First Commonwealth Bank to an account at Krajinvest Bank in Krasnodar, Russia. They further caused another electronic transfer of $76,520,000 from the Pinnacle Oil Company bank account at First Commonwealth Bank to Trumark Financial Credit Union in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. On or about 4th September 2012, the hackers made another international electronic transfer of $1,350,000 from the company's bank account to an account in Minsk, Belarus. Maxim and Turashev enlisted the use of money mules including Alexei Yaroshevich, who provided the bank account information to receive the fraudulent electronic funds from the Pinnacle Oil Company bank account at First Commonwealth to an account in Belarus. Unfortunately, Pinnacle, the oil company, had no inkling that their funds were being siphoned. It wasn't until they received phone calls from the First Commonwealth Bank asking if the firm had ordered wire transfers totaling more than $3.5 million. That is when the quick-witted chief operating officer had an epiphany. He came to the realization that the incessant phone calls and the barrage of spam emails were all part of a subterfuge to defraud the oil company of the $3.5 million. The chief operating officer immediately reported the matter to the FBI. Unfortunately, Evil Corp hackers did not pride themselves much on anonymity. This misguided thought of being invincible on the internet eventually led to the arrest of most of its members. The FBI, already abreast of the Zeus malware software, lifted the veil of the dark cyber world and discovered the infamous Jabba Zeus crew. In 2009, iDefense Company, which is an IT security researcher company, unearthed a real-time instant message protocol that was used to send and receive text-based communications sent over the internet, including one-time passwords, pins, etc. This instant message protocol was called Jabba. The FBI discovered stolen login credentials and stolen banking credentials which were sent via Jabba to a domain, incomet.com, which was hosted on an Incomet server which could be located to Moscow, Russia. The FBI obtained search warrants of the Incomet server, and this became the downfall of Evil Corp. The FBI's search warrants revealed extensive logs of chats, and particularly one where the hackers were livid about a leak in the Washington Post that described aptly the heist on the Bullitt County Fiscal Court. The Washington Post exposed Evil Corp and its use of the malware software Zeus, and trepidation grew among the hackers as they lamented that now the whole entire US knows about us. One of the hackers must have been running out of luck as he made a terrible mistake that would cost him his freedom. An account user by the name Smilex informed another account user, Aqua, that in 2 to 3 weeks he would be in Paphos, Cyprus, on vacation. The FBI further trailed on the user's account and revealed that Smilex is a Moldovan citizen and an administrator of the Bugat malware, and his real name was Andrei Ginko. On 28 August 2015, while Smilex was on vacation with his family, the Cyprian authorities, acting on an anonymous tip, stormed into his vacation home and arrested him. While in the Cyprian custody, the US sought for his extradition. Andrei, through his lawyers, contested the extradition zealously. The matter even got to the Supreme Court, but Andrei lost the case and was extradited to the US to face a 9-count indictment at the US District Court of Pennsylvania that included bank and wire fraud and computer intrusion. One of the money mules who funneled $1.35 million in an account in Belarus was also arrested and is currently serving a sentence in Belarus. The chat logs also shed light on an account user, Aqua. As part of FBI's due diligence, they came upon a chat between Aqua and Tank detailing ACH transfer receipts of a cyber heist on the Franciscan Sisters of Chicago, in which 14 fraudulent ACH transfers totaling $130,261 were attempted, but the hackers only made away with $24,141. In the chats, Aqua gave Tank his email so that he could send him his personal phone number, and this led to the unmasking of the El Chapo of the cybercrime world. The US and Russian authorities, as part of a mutual legal assistance request, revealed that the email was used to make travel arrangements and was also used in the delivery of a baby carriage to an address in Moscow, and also listed a contact number. The authorities gleaned on the account IP address and it geolocated to an address in Russia, and they unraveled that the telephone number was used by Aqua. The Russian authorities executed a residential search warrant at the Moscow address, and it comes as no surprise that it did in fact find Maxim Yakubets. To the untrained eye, this may seem as a perfect end of the antagonist Maxim Yakubets and his company, Evil Corp. However, given his cloak of protection, Maxim Yakubets won't be paying his debt to society anytime soon.